Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. It feels like it's been a while since I've been in this setup. I feel like my past few videos have been vlog style, so I'm really happy to be back in this studio setup with a new video for you guys. And I'm really excited about today's video. Today is going to be a review of the Jeffree Star Magic Star Concealer, as well as the Jeffree Star Powder. I have the translucent one, so we're going to be reviewing the concealers and the powder. I don't know why, but I never owned a Jeffree Star cosmetic product before. This is actually my first, and I don't know what it was, but for some reason I'm like, I need to try this. I have a feeling it's gonna be different. So we're gonna go ahead and test these two products out. We're gonna go ahead and do a mini tutorial while we're at it because I feel like it's been a while since I've done a makeup tutorial, and let's see how good this product is. So I got the shade C7 and I got translucent powder. So we have a Morphe store where I live, and you guys, I already saw how the packaging looks like. This is definitely the best looking concealer bottle I've ever seen. Oh my god, okay, let's try this again. Why did that just fly to my face? So this is how the packaging looks like in case you guys have not seen it yet. I actually don't usually do pink nails, but I did this a week or two ago and I feel like it matches perfectly with this video. I don't know what other concealer bottle that I own that are even close to this, but the detailing of this package is absolutely beautiful. I'm not gonna lie, part of the reason why I wanted to get my hands on this product is because of the packaging itself. It looks so beautiful. It's gold with like a pink diamond jewel at the top and a star. So I did do a little test swatch at the store to try to figure out what kind of concealer shade I was, and I was in between C7 and C12. I ended up going with the C7 because it was a little lighter and I like a little lighter, brighter under eye. But I will go ahead and include a screenshot if you guys don't have a Morphe store next to you. That way you're able to see what kind of shade you want to go with. This is a screenshot that Jeffree had put on his story that I think would be really helpful for you guys to check out. But I did test it out. I put it under my eye. I kind of want to wait till the end of the video to share with you guys because I kind of already have my thoughts on this product just by wearing it at the store. I tested the translucent powder on top of it as well, and I wore it for a couple hours before coming here and filming it, so I already have some thoughts, but I'm gonna wait till the very end because we're gonna do a wear test and make sure that I have my final thoughts gathered before I share it with you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and quickly apply some foundation. I'm gonna color correct. I know Jeffree Star Cosmetics has some color corrector. I think it's the peach and green one, but I didn't get those. Today I'm gonna use the Lancome Camouflage in green. Apply some foundation, and then we'll get started with the star of the show. I'm grabbing the MAC Studio Sculpt foundation. I am in the shade NC25. It's not talked about much, but I really like it. I feel like it fills in my scars because it's a little thicker consistency and it's like a silicone-y type of foundation. So that's what I've been wearing for like a full coverage. I'm not gonna touch around my eyes because I just wanna apply the concealer under there to really see how the concealer performs on its own. All right, so now that we have our base on, we can move on to the concealer. I'm looking extra dead and tired now that I have my foundation on with nothing underneath my eye. So let's go ahead and go in here. This is a little sharp, so be careful if you have any children around. Make sure this is not near them. I really like these types of applicators. Like Jeffree mentioned, there's a little dip in the applicator. That way it holds some product for you. So I went ahead and dipped it in here, and let's see how much we can get out of this with just one dip. I'm gonna turn it over. I'm gonna highlight a little bit here. This is all just one dip. I like to go here. And let's bring it up to the sides of my nose too. I'll do the center of my nose later. I just don't know how fast this dries up, so I'll do it at the very end once I'm doing my contour and all that kind of good stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and conceal my eyes while we're at it, since there's some leftover product on my eye. I did my entire face, the highlight, all that with just one dip. I'm going to be adding a little bit more here just so I can get some more coverage. Not to mention that this is so easy to blend out. It is not caking up or drying up whatsoever. I feel like I can go a few minutes without setting it, and it's not going to cause anything extreme like where I have to blend it in right away. So it's holding up pretty nice without a powder. But we're going to go ahead, of course, with any concealer. I applied quite a lot, so if I keep it without any powder, I doubt that it's not going to crease. But it's been a few minutes and I don't see any creases yet, so I almost want to start with my makeup application and just wait and see how long I can go without having my under eye crease. I mean, I don't ever do this. I don't wait till I bake. I usually just put it right away, but I feel like with this concealer, I can wait and it's not going to crease. Let me wait a few more minutes. Maybe I'll start with my eyes and then we'll see what happens. Actually, while we're waiting, I'm gonna do my lips. I'm grabbing the Beauty Bakery in Sakura Delight Lip Whip. It's a hot pink lip color, and I feel like it's only appropriate to do pink in this video. Okay, that seriously took about 5 minutes just doing my lips and overlining them without a lip liner. So it's been a good, I would say, 8 minutes that I have had this concealer on, and I can see just a little bit of creases happening, but I mean, it is pretty damn good compared to other concealers that I've tried. I feel like I have to set it immediately once I put my concealer. So I'm just gonna go ahead and blend those little creases, and we are going to go into the Magic Star Translucent. So this is how the outer package looks like. It comes in a few different shades, but I just stick to what I know works for me. Wow, this is beautiful, you guys. This entire vibe is just amazing. So we have a large metallic cap with a star on the front. I'm just gonna put some on the back of the cap. Yep, it sure does smell like cotton candy, but like barely. It's not too strong, but you could definitely smell cotton candy is described exactly right. So I have a little bit here. I'm gonna look up, make sure that there isn't any creases. I did cheat a little bit, I'm not gonna lie, and let this sit for 8 minutes. So I don't want to cheat the product and set it with creases because it definitely held up good without setting right away. So I'm making sure all those little creases are gone. I'm gonna try to look up and immediately set. I wonder, like, what is it that makes it smell like cotton candy? Like, how do they come up with that? Yeah, let's make this smell like cotton candy. Just gonna bake where I normally do. I don't usually like to bake for a long time just because I feel like I have dry skin. So I feel like sometimes if I let my powder bake too much, it's going to crease and be extra dry. But for the purpose of this video, we're going to test it out. I'm gonna keep it on for a little bit, but I'm going to try to do a quick eye, so I'm not keeping it on for too long, but we're still gonna bake, if you know what I mean. So I am grabbing the Ofra Francisca Tolot, I don't know if I'm saying that right, Infinite Palette. It has some beautiful colors in there. Can you guys guess what color we're gonna do? I think it's only right for us to go into the hot pink shade. So I'm first gonna warm up the eye. I'm actually gonna grab their Glided palette. We're just gonna be in a pink mood today. And I am going to grab this bronzy shade right here and just start warming up my eye. Now I did apply the concealer on my eyes, but I did not set it with anything yet. Sometimes I like just applying concealer and then immediately going in with my eyeshadow colors because I feel like it picks up the color much more vibrant when I do it that way for some reason. I'm now gonna grab this hot pink shade in the Infinite palette and put that on my lid. It's beautiful. I'm then gonna go into this highlighter shade. I believe this is called Versus. It's a light pink highlighter. And I'm just gonna go ahead and put that in the very center of my eye just to give it a nice little glow. I'm now gonna go in with an M433 brush back in with the bronzy color, and I'm just going to diffuse that line right here so it's soft and blended out. Grabbing a little bit more of the bronze shade and the darker one right here, and then just focusing that on the outer edge and flicking it out a little bit. I'm gonna grab the same highlighter shade that I put in the center of my eyelids and just highlighting my brow bone. Why not? Okay, I feel like I look a little crazy with this lip color, so I'm just gonna remove it and put some nude because light pink with hot pink is just not working for me. I'm gonna line my lips with Strip Down by MAC. And then I'm grabbing the Ofra Liquid Lip in Baruku. That's more like it. I'm just gonna blend in my chin because that's like already gone, the powder there, since I've been messing around that area. And let's just do our under eyes real quick so that way any shadow fallouts can be picked up by the translucent powder, then we'll get this wiped away. I'm gonna grab the orange in this eyeshadow palette and just put that on my lower lash line and just put a little bit of the hot pink on the outer corner of my lower lash line. I'm not feeling the pink here in the highlighter, so I'm just gonna grab the highlighter shade in the palette in the very center and then just put that on top of the pink just to make it less pink and more wearable. And I'm gonna pop that same highlighter in the very inner corner of my eye. I'm gonna mix it with the pink highlighter just so we have the same kind of tone going on like my brow bone. Okay, I think this is good enough for my baking. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe it away before I finish my eye. I just like to press it into the skin and wipe away. I'm going to be baking my face with it as well once I apply the bronzer and test it around the face as well. And now my eyes were baking for a good 20 minutes and I don't see any dryness happening. So I'm really happy about that. I haven't had any translucent powder that I was able to keep for this long without it cracking and drying up. So this held up pretty well. So I've had this sitting for about, I don't know, 10 minutes. And we're just gonna wipe that away. I baked around my nose a little bit. All right, we are done. I don't think I want to put any highlighter on my face because the bronzer and the blush that I used already had some shimmer in it. All right, guys, this is the completed look right here. We are done with the makeup look. I'm gonna go ahead and keep it on for the end of the night and just see how it looks. But you know, that feeling that I had where I'm like, I need to just get my hands on these products. I need to review it. I need to test it out. My feeling was right because I just knew that there was something special about these products and they performed amazing. I love both of them. The concealer didn't feel super heavy or it didn't get so cracky on my skin, didn't feel dry. I feel like this is good for all skin types. It's not too dry, not too liquidy. It's just the right consistency and it is full coverage, but it's not full coverage to where it looks cakey, which I love. And as far as the translucent powder, the same thing goes with it. It wasn't too drying. I left it under my eyes, basically my entire eye makeup application, which was about 20 to 25 minutes. I left this area baking for about 10 minutes and it didn't get cracky, and it's super, super smooth. I feel like everywhere I put it on my face just made it really smooth. Like when you touch it, it just feels like baby skin. My little wrinkles under my eyes are not exaggerated whatsoever by the powder or the concealer. Unlike some other concealers I've tried, you could really tell the difference. If it's a bad concealer, you can see it cracking. But this feels so good. It looks so good. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep this on till the end of the night and see how it holds up and see if the translucent keeps me mattified. And we'll just take a look and see how it looks by the end of the night. Okay, so this is actually a third time that I try to do this. I already recorded my thoughts, but when I tried watching my video, all of a sudden, for some reason, it disappeared off of my camera. So here I am for the third time. It is 2:05 a.m. I already took my lashes off. My makeup is looking like a hot mess. It's been more than 8 to 9 hours. And this is how my makeup is looking. Here's my under eye. My final thoughts, you guys. I am really, really, really impressed with both of these products. I mean, they both performed just as how I was hoping they would perform. And you know, I don't really want to say it's probably the best concealer out there because I've only tried it once, but I have a feeling it's gonna be the best concealer. It's gonna be the concealer of the year. The powder is pretty bomb as well. And I had Shape Tape in my mind as I was comparing this concealer. I love Shape Tape. Everybody loves Shape Tape. But there's a couple reasons why I would say that the Jeffree Star concealer is probably better than the Shape Tape. One, Shape Tape dries up really fast and you have to be quick with it or else it will dry up and cake up, and it's a little heavy and I can't really wear it unless I'm doing full coverage. I can't just touch up on my Shape Tape or put a little bit of concealer if I'm trying to have a lightweight type of day. It's a full coverage type of concealer. As far as the Jeffree Cosmetics concealer, it does not dry up. I can leave it on. As you guys saw, I left it on for a good 8-10 minutes. I didn't feel like I needed to rush during my makeup application to apply it. It wasn't too drying. It didn't leave any crackiness under my eyes, but it still gives you that full coverage like a Shape Tape does. And what I love about this is if I just want to wear it alone, I want lightweight, I don't want to wear full beat, I could still achieve that with this concealer. As far as the translucent powder, it's like the perfect seal to apply on top of the concealer. It was super smooth, super buttery. I really am curious to try it as a contour because it just left a beautiful smooth finish on my face. The only thing that I would say about the translucent powder is that it's a little too brightening. Now it could be a good thing or a bad thing for some people. If you guys like that brightening effect, then that's great. But if you're somebody that doesn't like that brightening effect or you're someone of a darker skin tone, the translucent might not work great for you because it's a little too brightening. The good thing is there's many different shades that Jeffree Star Cosmetics has created, so you guys don't have to go for the translucent if that's too brightening for you guys. But overall, I mean, I'm still gonna wear it. I think both of these products are amazing. The price point, the package that you get, the formula that you get compared to the Shape Tape, I mean, it's a no-brainer which one I'm gonna be going with. You know, he really did a good job. He really studied concealers and powders and just created the perfect concealer and powder. So that is my final thoughts on these two products. I really enjoy them. I feel like I'm going to be using them all the time. They're gonna be my go-to. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video and hope it was helpful for you guys. So before I let you guys go, if you guys are new to my channel, I would love it if you can hit that subscribe button down below and the bell notification button right next to the subscribe button so you get notified every time I upload a new video, which is every single week. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!